You know, Mike, when I was a little boy, we used to play tricks. And we had these cars, on Halloween night, we had this tree from the graveyard that hung over the graveyard into the road, you know?
Oh, I've heard this story.
And me and my buddy, Lamont, it was like about 8 o'clock, dark as hell. And we made this dummy and put a rope on it. And cars would come by and we'd drop the goddamn the dummy, you know, people hit, and we'd run like hell, laughing our ass off. Well, about an hour later, man, we'd go back up there, we'd run up in the tree, and this car come by, and we dropped the damn mannequin, and boom! The car not only hit the mannequin, the car went and hit the wall. And the man was in the car, he was going, ah, ah, ah.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Did he die?
No, he didn't die, but he got out of that car, man, and he chased us down, boy. And he took me to my daddy. And my daddy cut my ass. I said, Daddy, I didn't do nothing. Daddy said, because of you, I got to pay for this man's car. I said, you ain't got to pay shit. Prove it was me. Daddy didn't like that either. Daddy cut my ass again.
Did he pay for it?
Hell no, man. His insurance paid for it. Man, what are you talking about? My daddy was cheap. He wouldn't pay for shit. But it was scary because of that, you know. But did we learn a lesson? Nah. Snuck out the window, went back to the graveyard, and got another car.
God, dude.
We did 4 cars that night. All 4 of them both wrecked. Damn. Next day, the police coming to my house asking me questions. Threatened to take me to juvie hall. Back then they called that reform school. And I didn't care. It was better than getting beat by my old man. My old man used to beat me bad. I ain't lying. One time my old man, my sister pissed me off. See, I was what, 9, 10, something like that. And my sister pissed me off. And we had a little laundry room on the outside of the house on a carport, you know. So she'd go out there to wash clothes. So when she was in there, I had one of them locks, man, that you slip the lock on you. Hit, oh, goddamn.
You all right?
Damn. Anyway.
People who are watching this, and you don't know what that's about, watch the video tomorrow. It's going on the main channel where Angry Grandpa carves another pumpkin. That's tomorrow night.
Anyway, I had one of them locks, you know, you hit it, you know, that lock, you close the door and slide. Well, she was in there doing something, she pissed me off, because my daddy kept drinks in there. And I wanted a drink, and she told me no, I couldn't have one. So when she went out, boom, locked it. Well, that wasn't good enough for me. I went and got some gasoline and poured it on the door and lit the motherfucker.
What is wrong with you?
And the thing was burning, and all of a sudden here comes the damn fire department. I run like a motherfucker. But my ass itches. But a few minutes later, my daddy rolled up with the fire department. And they put the fire out, and they got the doorman, got my sister out, and my daddy ain't said a damn word. My daddy went on back to work. About 2.5 hours later, my daddy come home from work, and I was watching cartoons. My daddy stripped my ass down naked, no clothes on, threw me in the damn shower, turned the water on, and beat me with a clothes hanger. And he beat me, I guarantee you, boy, there was whelps on top of whelps. Oh my God, he fucked me up. Boy, my mama come home, and she seen all them whelps on me, and she started breaking ashtrays across my daddy's head.
Holy shit, really?
She told me, yeah, she told you.
You told me this other part, but you never told me this part of it.
She told my daddy, you ever touch him again, I guarantee you'd be the last person you ever touch in your life.
Was that the last time?
Hell no, that motherfucker beat me regular. We talked about last time, shit. I remember one Halloween, Michael, when y'all were little. We lived in Goose Creek, and had the neighbor Larry and a guy named Bob living next door to him.
Oh, you're talking about the guy that looked like Freddy.
This guy looked like Freddy Krueger for the world.
This guy looked just like Robert Englund without his makeup.
Who's telling the story?
I just wanted to elaborate how much he looked like Robert Englund.
He looked just like him.
It was actually pretty crazy when I think about it today.
Anyway, he was in the Navy, and he went and he ordered the Freddy Krueger fingers, you know, and the hat, the shirt, looked just like him. Put the makeup on.
He had real damn knives on those fingers, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He ordered it.
Wow.
Anyway, and then Larry had the suit and everything and the mask, so he looked like Michael Myers. And I had that Texas chainsaw. I had an apron, you know, the mask had an apron covered in blood, and I had a chainsaw without a blade that I could crank up.
I know what you're gonna say.
Well, we took all the kids. They had a bunch of friends spend the night over that because trick or treat was on a Saturday night that year. So they invited all their friends to spend the night and go trick or treating, and then have a little party afterwards. Well, I was about drunk anyway, so I said, yeah, go ahead, we'll do it. So we took them all out trick or treating. We all went to Pizza Hut. Remember when Pizza Hut had that pizza?
Is that when we first started that routine?
Yeah, that's when we first started. Anyway, we had the pizza, you know. So we come back to the house, you know, and it was getting kind of late. About 11 o'clock, we done been to the houses 2 or 3 times a piece. We done gone through all the richer neighborhoods. So we back at the house, you know, and they got on a scary movie. And all them little kids are sitting around, man. They're eating their candy, you know, and ooh, and they're, you know, and they're watching Friday the 13th or whatever it is. And they all started passing out on me. All of them were getting sleepy, you know, they're dozing, you know. So I went over and got Bob and Larry, and they done put on their costumes. And so one of them knocked at the back door. Well, one of the kids went to open the door. What he did, there was Freddy Krueger. Say, hey, kitty. Well, all of them started screaming. They started running. Fucking Michael shit his goddamn pants.
Yeah, this is a real funny story.
Michael shit his goddamn pants. One little girl pissed her pants.
You're leaving out the fact that Dad comes screeching into the living room.
Oh, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. I ain't got that part of the story.
God.
Anyway, they screaming, hollering, boy, and they're all upset. And they started running down the hallway, coming to my bedroom. Well, when they got in my bedroom, I threw the door open. There I was, Texas chainsaw thing. One little girl fainted.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that one little Mary girl fainted, man, right there in the middle of the goddamn hallway.
The one that she had like a brother and a sister.
Yeah, the one everybody was tripping over.
Oh my God, she passed out.
She passed out, and y'all didn't give a fuck. Y'all were stepping on her, tripping on her, and every goddamn thing else.
Dude, you were so horrible.
Y'all went to the front door. When you did, there was Michael Myers. And Mike, ding, 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 ding. You kids didn't know whether to
You're having a great time telling this.
Oh my God, y'all didn't know whether to shit or go blind, man.
And you guys are wondering why I prank him and what kind of relationship we have pranking each other. This is why.
But there y'all were looking at Michael Myers. Here comes Freddy in the back door, and here I come down the hallway, and
it was like a fucking triangle. We were just like trapped.
And all of a sudden, next thing I know, the little kids are calling their mamas to come get them. They all went home. Oh my God.
I hear you, motherfuckers. I told you to shut the hell up over here, didn't I?
What up?
How's it going? What happened to your hand? Beating off too hard? Boy, you just know how to do things, don't you? You'd fuck up a wet dream.
You know, a lot of you are asking me what it was like growing up with Angry Grandpa. And so I decided I'm going to tell you guys what a couple of our Halloweens were like. As a kid, he took us everywhere we wanted to go trick-or-treating from 6 o'clock in the afternoon to 10 o'clock at night. Building up to Halloween, he would take us to hay rides and haunted houses. And I don't know if Halloween's his favorite month. Halloween's his favorite month. I don't know if October's his favorite month or something, but that was always a good month for us, man. We had our tradition of every Halloween, we'd go trick-or-treating, and then we'd go eat some Pizza Hut. We would sit down, we would eat Pizza Hut, and it was just a good time, man. Angry Grandpa, you know, he's not always an asshole. He is sometimes. There's a lot of memories we have where, you know, he did, I guess you could say, ruin the holidays. He's ruined other Christmases. One of my favorite memories at Halloween with Angry Grandpa is something that he's going to mention in a little bit on a vlog. We were driving down the street. It was actually the highway. It was going about 65 miles an hour. We were in the back of this truck. First of all, it's freezing ass cold. Like, Halloween night in the back of a truck going down the highway sucks. And Dad has his window rolled down in the cab of the truck. At some point, I don't know when, he lets one rip, man. He farts, and, you know, we didn't know at the time. We were sitting there looking in our bags of candy. Ooh, I got dots, and ooh, this is going to be good. Next thing you know, the smell fills the back of the truck. Now, the back of the truck isn't covered. It was uncovered. Wind, 65 miles an hour blowing past it, and we smelled his fart like we were next to him. It was the most horrific smell I've ever seen. We were all gagging. I look up and Dad's driving down the street laughing his ass off as we pull into Pizza Hut. Dad used to have this way of tricking me into giving him some of the good candy. He would trick me into thinking my favorite candies was the worst candy and that the good candy was... He screwed with my head, man. I was sitting there going through my bag. What you got? I've got dots. I've got Snicker. Oh, you don't like Snicker. Why don't you get that to me? I thought I liked Snicker now. You don't like Snicker. Why don't you go hand that to me? Okay, here. What else you got? I've got Almond Joy. Yeah, you don't like Almond Joy. But Almond Joy, give me... You don't like Almond... You like those Sweet Tarts, though. So that's Halloween with Angry Grandpa. It's always something different. It's always fun. Never dysfunctional, like the videos would entail. Halloween is just a good holiday for us. Christmas and Thanksgiving, not so much.
You know, this kind of a night reminds, see how the trees are just like, it's cool. Yeah, the wind's been blowing a little bit of rain, drizzle. Reminds me back when I was about 18 years old. Me and some buddies, boy, we wanted to go into a graveyard one Halloween night. So we found one, man, it's the old Jewish cemetery down there off Magnolia Road. So we go in there, you know, and we all sitting around. We had a little fire going around the coffin, you know, around the grave site and everything, you know. We're talking about graves that were 150, 200 years old. And we decided, well, let's smoke a joint. So we smoked a joint and got a little buzz on, you know. Decided then to drop a little mescaline, you know. Took a little mescaline. So here we are in the graveyard. There's 4 or 5 of us. And all of a sudden, man, I ain't lying. Out of nowhere, bodies were coming out of the grave. The bodies were like, you seen these zombies? Ain't nothing like these creatures, man. They come out of the grave, and you can see their bones, and their veins were just dangling all in their bones. And oh my God! But I swear to God, I'm not lying, people. I sat there, and this one woman come out. She had on a wedding dress. And I'm looking at her, I'm going, oh God, oh God. And she says, where is he? I said, where is who? I am serious, people. She scared me. She says we talked, you know, and she was telling me how he left, he jilted her at the altar, and he had all the people there for the wedding, and he never showed up. The family was there. This is back in the 1800s, and she was so ashamed, and so afraid of what, embarrassed and all, that she went behind the church and she took a knife and she cut her wrist, and she bled to death, and they buried her in the same wedding dress that she was supposed to get married in. And here she is all of a sudden, 100 years later, and she's in front of me at this grave. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? And all of a sudden, other graves were opening up, and people were coming out of the graves, and they were like, oh my God, you know, I wanted to run. I ran into tombstones. I fell in a hole. I landed in there with one of, oh my God, I landed in there, one of the bodies, man. And the guy reached up and he grabbed me by the head, and he was pulling me down. Oh God, scared me to death. I jumped up out of the grave and I ran. I ran to the mausoleum, and there were like 4 dead people standing in front of it, and they were ready to, they were like, come here. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? But I learned a valuable lesson that night. I never smoked no more of that goddamn weed. That shit pumped me up. God damn.
So did you make all that up?
Hell yeah.
Oh, God.
Had some bad weed, man.
Weed? Are you sure it wasn't the mescaline?
Might have been the mescaline. No, that was a true story. I also fucked up that drinking that. I mixed weed, mescaline, and I was drinking Ripple wine. Them bodies were coming out the goddamn graveyard. They getting my ass.
So Dad locked the door. I'm trying to get him. He's supposed to be telling me the story of the Somerville light tonight, and he's not here. And it's actually pretty fucking creepy outside right now. Come on, I'm getting scared out here. Get out here.
What do you want?
You promised to tell me that story.
Oh, man, you come back tonight just for that.
Yes, you promised.
Michael's dark.
Yeah, no shit, it's dark.
All right.
You promised to tell me the story about the Somerville light.
Oh, the Somerville light. One night we were sitting around the house and we were talking about things to do, something to do that night. And there was about 4 of us and we had a pickup truck. So old Mac, he said, let's go out to Somerville light. I've heard about it, but I've never seen it before. So we took off and jumped in his truck and had his dog with us, man. Now this is the part that's gonna get to the dog. So we go to Somerville light and we're sitting there about an hour, nothing happens. And I'm like, man, fuck, let's go home.
For the people who don't know, what is the Somerville light?
The Somerville light is a legend here in Somerville. There was a railroad track. And every night this conductor would go to this one part of the track and the train would slow down, he would jump off, and his wife would come to meet him and with a lantern every night. I'm getting wet, Michael. With a lantern every night and then walking back home around midnight. So she went to get him one night and he fell off the train. And when he fell off the train, his head went onto the track and the wheel cut his head off, his body. Well, when the old lady got there, she found his body, but she didn't find his head. So every night she goes, they see that light coming to the railroad track, and there's no railroad track there anymore, it's been gone. But she would go there, you see that light every night come way down there in the road, you see a little flicker of a light, and then all of a sudden that light, right up on you. And it's her looking for his head. So anyway, we're out there, you know, and you might know this is a true story. It's a Somerville true legend.
Were you drinking this night?
No, sir, I wasn't drinking, and I wasn't smoking no dope. So we're out there in the pickup truck, and I'm in the back with the dog. And all of a sudden, we sit there about an hour goes by, an hour and a half, 2 hours go by, nothing happens. And I'm like, Matt, let's just go home, man. I'm cold. There ain't no such thing as Somerville light. And all of a sudden, Max said, oh, shit. Now it's cool, so they got the truck running to keep the heat on inside the cab. And Max said, look. Boy, and I looked down there, and it was looked like a little light. You know how a candle... You motherfucker.
I had to do it.
Michael, you ate right, motherfucker.
Finish your story, Dad.
You mind if I put my heart back in my chest?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I don't know where I was. Anyway, Max said, look, and I looked. You know how candlelight flickers, Michael?
Yeah.
It was like a little flickering light. And I said, damn, just a little light. By the time I got it out my mouth, that light was over our fucking truck. It was like vibrating real blue, you know, boom, boom, boom. It got over the truck, and the truck just cut off. There was no power to the truck. All the power was gone. And that dog, and every hair on that dog's back was standing straight up, and he was looking at that light, Michael. He was looking at that light like, oh my God, oh my God. And that light stood there for like 5 minutes. And I'm going, oh my God, I couldn't move. I couldn't jump out the truck. I couldn't do a damn thing. Nobody could. And that dog, man, was like moaning like it was hurt or something. And all of a sudden the light went, poof, gone. And then the truck just cranked. And from this day on, I can honestly truly say, I saw the Somerville light. I saw the old lady hunting for her husband's head. That dog really saw her, because that dog was scared to death. That's the story.
Have you seen my husband's head?
Fuck you, Michael. Go home.
Wait!
Go home. No, I'm through.
I'm gonna come in.
Grandpa here. You know, back when I was 19-year-old, we go out trick-or-treating by ourselves, because we ain't had to worry about them damn perverts and candy. Well, I was a candy grabber. Anyway, that's what I tell you about. Man, we were out trick-or-treating one night, and these little kids would be out there with their bags of candy and shit, you know? Old Grandpa, man, I used to run like hell. Ah! Snatch! I done got me twice the amount of candy. Damn mom and daddy run me down the street. You better bring little Willie's candy bag. Screw little Willie. I got his candy. Old Grandpa's always loved candy, especially Halloween. I used to go trick-or-treating. It'd get dark about 5:30. Old Grandpa'd be out there in the street by 5:45. And I'd be coming home like 9, 10 o'clock at night. 9, 10-year-old too. Mom and Daddy didn't care what I done. But anyway, we had to go through a graveyard and to go trick-or-treating. And we'd have fun at the graveyard, man. All them damn winos laying up there on them graves and shit going, hey, man, you got some candy, man? Screw you, my candy. Halloween was fun when I was a kid. Nowadays, man, they don't want to give them no damn candy, or they want to put razor blades or rub the balls on the suckers and shit. That ain't trick-or-treating. Go out and buy a goddamn costume from Walmart. Man, bullshit, man. We used to take rags and wrap them around our legs and shit, look like goddamn mummies. Or get your mama's makeup, paint your face up like a dead zombie. Nowadays, let's go get a SpongeBob outfit. Fuck SpongeBob! The little girls want to be little princesses, or Dora the Explorer. Yeah, because Halloween made for people like her that can roam the damn countryside. Anyway, tomorrow I'm going to do this again, and I'm going to tell you about the time when we caused a man to have a heart attack and wreck his car on a Halloween night. Now that was something else. Talk to you tomorrow. Old Grandpa, yeah, I told y'all I could tell y'all a story. Like I said, I was a young boy, and we went trick-or-treating. And there's a graveyard right by us, and had this tree that overhung, see? So we out there, me and another guy, we made this dummy up that day. So we were gonna do a little pranking, you know? So we climbed the tree, we got a rope, tied the damn dummy, and tied the other end of the rope to the tree. And it was dark, it was about 8, 9, something like that. It was early, so. Man, we climbed up in that tree and it was raining, the wind was blowing, and that's the way Halloween, that's when it's really Halloween, when you got that goddamn wind blowing the rain, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, motherfucker, we got out there and this car was coming down the street, and about the time it got to us, we just dropped the dummy, see? And the old fella, bam! He done hit that dummy. And we stood there, he's out there, oh my God, I hit somebody. And he just passed out. Oh shit. Boy, me and that boy, we jumped out of that tree and we started running. Looked back in that goddamn car sitting there done running to a wall. Guy just laying there. And cars are stopping and I'm going, oh goddamn, we in trouble now. I know we get that fella a heart attack or something, but that's it, we've never done that again. But when that damn thing come out, that old fella, he hit that damn thing, boy. That dummy went everywhere. Ooh. But that's the story about the Halloween when we gave the man the heart attack. Like I told you earlier, we lived next to that graveyard. And the winos used to go out there, you know, they get drunk, they lay on the grave and sleep all night, see? One night, me and old fella, it was Halloween night, and me and old fella, we done snuck out the house, because I had a company spend the night, it was on Saturday night. So all the winos right there, you know, drinking that goddamn wine. Ooh, they were drunk up. So me and my old fella, man, we decided we gonna scare the hell out of them. So we snuck in the graveyard, and we hiding in the bushes, see? And them old drunks about half messed up, you know, wishing they're going, ooh, ooh. And next thing you know, them old winos, they looking around going, what the hell? God damn, what that noise? And about that time, boy, we put on a sheet, and we done jumped about them goddamn bushes, and them they run like thieves, man. You thought them motherfuckers stole that wine. Goddamn teeth come out. Sorry about that. Anyway, sorry about that. Goddamn teeth come out, man. I used to wear them things. Yeah, we trick or treat there. Trick myself to a treat. Woo! Again, I gotta go. I'm back. Man, one Halloween when the kids were little, we took all four and put them in the back of my pickup truck with my niece and her son. And boy, it was cold. Damn. It cold. And they were back there, man. All of a sudden, I used to have bad gas pains, man. For some reason, when I fart, my fart beat longer than I was. I don't know what was wrong. So anyway, we sit there in that truck, boy, we going to go trick-or-treating. And about that time, I farted in the damn cab of that truck. I had the window down. Man, we riding down the road now. We riding, and all of a sudden, they all back to back of that pig truck, they're gagging their ass off. I said, what the hell wrong with y'all? Y'all sick on some bad candy or something? No, Dad, you're farted. That son of a bitch stunk like, ooh, the high heaven. You don't think something done crawled up my ass and died. And it was still there, man, because my farts lingered. I guarantee you, but when I stopped that truck, they jumped out. And 2 minutes later, when they went to get back in, that fart was still there. Don't ever be around old Grandpa when he got a fart. Because you ain't gonna make it. The fart's gonna last longer than you.
The idea is that you were driving down the street.
I was driving down the street.
Smelled it in the back of the truck.
So what? I had gas. Goddamn, don't you ever fart?
Yeah, but I ain't gonna fart going 90 miles an hour and they can still smell it.
I farted in a doctor's grocery store one time. And the 2 women come by, boy, and they walked down the aisle there and, ooh, check that baby diaper, check that baby diaper. That baby ain't shit, Papa farted. They were gagging, boy. Goddamn green mist over your head. That's Grandpa's fart. Damn sure was. Anyway, y'all have a nice Halloween and don't. You better not try to scare me. Get out of my face. Damn, I'm tired of shit.